seen
I
in
see
green,
you.
lady.
Yes. What's
Yes.
up?
Hello and
Where the money
welcome.
resides.
Good
Thank
morning,
you.
good afternoon, good evening, good day.
Yes. Welcome to POV, where we will be spilling all of the tea, so come and join the discussion. First, we have Kenya refuses to go to court with Somalia over Indian Ocean property.
Yes.
I didn't know you can own the ocean.
That's
For
what I
whatever.
said.
Not really own it per se, but go ahead and I'll come in with my own.
Oh, okay. I was just saying, I
Uh-oh.
didn't know that you can really own the ocean. I know the dispute has been happening since 2014. And I don't know really which side to take because Kenya is refusing to go to court. Kenya is refusing to do what the court is asking them to do as far as share the land. Because it's like, listen, fishing is our livelihood. It's over 56% of their livelihood. So if that's taken away from them or even split, that's going to put a lot of people probably in poverty more than what they
And
already.
Somalia is already in poverty, so putting them in extreme poverty, it's crazy.
Well, I mean, so you're saying they're both already in poverty.
Yes.
I mean, Kenya is in a better state because
Okay.
of, coffee. Kenya is known for coffee. So they're in a better state than Somalia. But this is not surprising to me because if you all know Zimbabwe and Zambia, this has been going on for a very long time. I mean, nobody has thought of taking it to court because it's not that serious and nobody is benefiting from the fish between the Victoria Falls. Zambia says the Victoria Falls is theirs. Zimbabwe says the Victoria Falls is theirs. But this is for tourism, because what brings a lot of tourists to Zambia and Zimbabwe is the Victoria Falls. So everybody has been trying to
get their
claim
part.
the Victoria Falls.
I got you.
But now, it wasn't a fighting kind of dispute like these people are going through. But at the end of the day, to be fair, I think that for people in Somalia is already a poor country. And if they're depending on that for their livelihood,
It should be shared.
It should be shared. If both of you, because on both sides, they are depending they're depending on the fish. Fishing is a big thing.
Yeah.
So why don't you just split it? And why are you not going to court? If you feel like it's part of you, go to court and dispute or work it out.
Said, since COVID, they really can't go to
Yeah.
court. He said, since the pandemic has happened and they really can't go to court. But the pandemic wasn't happening in 2014.
But the court,
and I was like,
the court said no.
no, but they're still not doing it. But a member of the, is it Lamu? Lamu movement is saying that there are other ways that they can settle this dispute.
They can.
They can go to the elders and they can go to an African union and they can really explore some other places.
Well, the water surrounding the Somalia is known also as the Horns of Africa. So to take it back a little bit, to give a little bit of history on it, that fishing industry there is rich. There's a lot of fish in that water. It's a lot of tuna. So both countries actually depend on it. But not only them, also international companies do too. So you have big companies that come in that want to fish from the same water.
Of course.
So what that's doing is depleting the economy across the board. So there's continuous fights over it. The people that it adversely really affects is Somalia, because that is their number one import, that is their number one means of financial stability for their family.
Well, they need to come up with an agreement. Kenya need to stop being stubborn.
They do. I don't know if I see it coming so soon because it's such a vast area of different countries coming in for the same reason. So sooner or later, it's not just them fighting, but other countries too, because it's rich in fishery.
Right, and this has been going on since 2014. So I don't see the dispute being settled anytime soon.
Not so
because
simple.
Yeah,
Not
and
so
again,
simple.
it's just
It
not the
could be.
fish. Under that sea, there's crude oil.
Yes.
So they're
Oil
not only
and
fighting
oil
for
and
the
gas.
fish.
And that's where
So that's what they're fighting for.
That's why they're
Yeah.
fighting for.
But
It's
they
not
ain't
really
fighting
about
no
the
fish.
fish.
But you know
Yeah.
what? We hope that you all get it together. It seems like you all need to work together to make the money for your country. So we wish you all the best, Somalia and Kenya. But moving forward, Senator Rick Scott says Republican states should refuse COVID relief funds.
I am not. You know what? I mean, I've never been a fan of Rick Scott, even when he was governor for Florida.
Oh, yeah,
because
me either.
I just don't agree with a lot of things that he does. Now, here's the thing. If you guys remember, when the pandemic started, Rick Scott and DeSantis were having a problem where DeSantis called Rick Scott and said, you are trying to block people from getting unemployment. And this was to actually make people just feel like, oh, hell, I'm just not going to go because the lines were long. Things were just
and the computers were down.
And we almost gave up. You know what I mean? People in Florida almost gave up. So this is the Rick Scott who I just have never trusted, who I feel like has always been after his personal gain, whatever it is. So it is easy for you as a rich man to tell all these people who are poor that, hey, don't accept this COVID relief funds. Because guess what? Those COVID relief funds, they come with unemployment in them. That's why the package is coming. So how are you expecting people to survive? Yeah. These COVID relief funds are also coming with the vaccine. So if they refuse as governors, what is going to happen to all these Republican states? That would be foolish for Republican state governors to say no.
Yeah. The thing about it is let's think about what he's saying no to first, right? So you're saying no to working Americans. You're saying
of course.
No to citizens. Yes, you're saying no to families. A 4-family home is very unsustainable right now with any form of income coming in. So even if we go ahead and stimulate the economy, the fact remains that jobs are lost, business have closed, and to even try to boost our economy, this $1 trillion package is still not enough.
No.
But to even say and try to tell people not to accept it is preposterous because their people are bleeding right now. Bleeding.
Why don't you leave? Why don't you leave?
Does not care.
Why don't you leave?
Does not care.
You, Rick Scott, why don't you leave on a paycheck of a regular working American and see if you will say that do not take the check?
He doesn't care.
Oh, he doesn't care. And the thing is, you know, they did this back in 2009 when former President Obama did the same thing. So the Republican states are talking about, oh, we don't want the money. But, you know, I say it's ridiculous. You know, Florida, we always on the top of doing the stupidest stuff. And I think it's ridiculous.
Because we always elect a stupid governor.
And this man
we have special people.
This man is, I don't want to say what it is, but he is the man with the blue eyes. You know what Malcolm X used to say, look it up if you don't know what I'm talking about. And he is ridiculous. And I think that Republicans have the same playbook and they go by the same playbook because they think about the future and they think about decades. They don't think about what's in front of them. But from my understanding, the report said DeSantis is mad at Rubio and Scott saying that y'all didn't give us enough money.
I was about to say
so
that.
I can't believe Mr. said that.
Exactly.
Because you know
he was mad
I'm a bit shocked.
again.
I'm a bit shocked that he said that y'all didn't give us enough money.
With him being a former governor, and I just I can't believe the fact that, well, first of all, I knew that our governor wasn't going to say no to the money because you see the danger that he put us in the middle of the pandemic. He didn't want us to be on quarantine. He wanted us to be out there in these streets. Before there was a vaccine, he wanted us out there. He didn't care. This is we live in Orlando here. This is a tourist city. This is the most visited place in the world.
One of the
So that means we were a hot spot, a hot spot, and they still wanted people to come here. It's all about money. This state is all about money. This country is all about money. This pandemic has showed us that you all have put money before people, before our health. So I just.
But we need to get like the Georgia people. We need to get like the Georgia people.
Florida is one of the lowest states with the worst unemployment record.
That's because
when
of
it comes
the
to
governor.
payment. First of all, you don't even get a percentage of what you make when you're on unemployment in Florida. You get a cap. It doesn't even matter.
That's because of this
man. The man does not value people.
That's because of Rick Scott.
Exactly.
He's done it when he was governor, and he's tried to actually apply it when DeSantis was governor. In as much as I do not agree with DeSantis' policies, I don't agree with him as a person. I don't like him as a governor. But he stood up to him.
He took on
and told him that no. You are the one who's responsible for putting all these roadblocks for people to not get their unemployment, and you want people to give up and say, I'm just not going to do it because everybody was frustrated with what was going on with unemployment.
So we were frustrated.
Exactly. We amongst them were frustrated. And there's a lot of people who still have not received
their money.
Yes.
Some people didn't even get their stimulus checks.
That part.
The first time.
Rick Scott.
But I say, listen, we need to do like Georgia. We need to get on the ground.
We have to.
And we need to get to work. All that talking, not just a little bit of.
Andrew Gillum.
All of us.
Get to work.
Well, he needs to get out of hotels and get to work.
It don't matter. If he ran again, I'll vote for him.
I will vote for him.
But anyway, we're not talking about Andrew Gillum.
We're not talking about Andrew Gillum right now. I think the consensus at this table is that we're going to take our relief money. Thank you, Mr. Scott. And next we have What's Brewing.
Brandon met a girl on a dating app. He finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving.
She must be a keeper.
Sorry about that. No, I've been staying at my dad's place because of everything.
Where are we going?
Navigating these times can be tough, but while you care for your loved one, you also need to care for yourself. Go to aarp.org/caregiving for free mental health and self-help tips.
Welcome back. The Vatican declares that it will not bless same-sex unions, saying that it is a sin. This is a tough one, ladies. You know, this is a tough one.
Well, for me, I had a conversation earlier with some people. For me, I just feel like we're getting to the point where I think sometimes things are forced on people.
Yes.
And if the Catholic Church has decided that as a unit, they do not want to do same-sex marriages, then you know what? That's their right to do so. But one of the ministers said that he don't think people are going to listen to the Vatican. He said that love is love, and he said that they're probably going to go ahead and do what they want to do. But I also think that the hypocrisy of the Catholic Church as well. But, I had an analogy where I was talking about a long time ago when the gay couple came in wanting to get the bakery. The bakery was a private-owned business, and the bakery said, I don't want to service you because you are marrying a woman or a man. I can't remember what it was, but that was their choice. They had to go to court. The couple wanted to sue them. And I think that we need to stop doing that. If I have a private business and somebody comes to me and say, hey, Katrina, I want you to style my wedding or whatever. And then if I find out if it's 2 men or 2 women, and if I refuse, you don't have to sue me. This is my business. This is my choice.
Right.
I agree.
But I know the hypocrisy. I mean, I'll let y'all get into that. I know the hypocrisy of the Catholic Church because if you read the Bible, it was a lot of things that happened in the Bible. I mean, David, like women, when he was dying, they said, listen here, bring a pretty girl on his dying bed. It is in there.
And it was a man
bring a pretty
after
girl on the
God's
dying bed, and if he doesn't respond, then we know he's dying. You understand what I'm saying? So
you know what?
Listen.
My thing is this: we have to think logically about it. You're putting it's forced, right? So it's not even priests that or parishioners that are in the closet. It's a jail cell. Okay, a large percentage of priests are gay. 10%. They did a study and they found that probably up to 75% really are gay. You're forcing these priests in a situation that God didn't mean for them to even be in. God said it's not good that man be alone. Now you're putting them in the situation that there can't be with women.
We know they gay, honey.
So
all them cases they got.
You're forcing this on them from the beginning. And then to come later and say, hey, it's not okay. It's so far past the hypocrisy of it because you allow them in service. You see them sitting there.
Take their money.
You know what I mean? But my thing is this, it's not any different from many other churches. It really isn't. Because the same thing that happens there happens in regular denominational churches today.
Yeah.
So this is not a Vatican issue. This is not a Catholicism issue.
This is a church issue.
A issue all around. And we are taking people and we're putting them into these boxes, whether we agree with them or not, and saying you can or can't do. And this is why we have pedophiles. This is why we have human trafficking. This is why we continue to have rape, and violence. So it goes on and on.
With me, I think it's just the church is, especially, I'll speak, I understand the point Candice is, coming from, but I'll speak from how I feel like the Catholic Church is being hypocritical at this moment, because we've had so many issues where the Catholic Church priests are touching little boys, nuns are touching little girls, whatever the situation is or however it goes. But if a priest is touching little girls and little boys, and they're exploring their sexuality, so we have a problem with gayism in your church. Now, if we have a problem with gayism in your church and you've refused so many times to address it when there are people asking about what's going on in the Catholic Church, we want this priest to come down, but yet you want to stand and not bless the same union that you are allowing in your church to go on. You don't address that. Every time this comes up, it's swept under the rug. So to me, I'm like, pick a side. You are allowing gayism to happen in your church, but you won't bless the same people who are touching little boys. Let them be who they are, because you have allowed it in the same place. That's the problem I have. But coming to Katrina, I think as a society, yes, we have accepted that people can love whatever sex you want to love, but let's not force that love upon other people. If the church says, not Catholic, I'm not talking about Catholic at this moment, but if another church says, I'm not going to bless this marriage because I don't believe in this. We remember the lady in Tennessee who said, I'm not going to officiate or give you a marriage certificate because it's against my belief. And the couple took her to court. Right? And she almost lost her job.
But she worked for the county.
She worked for the county.
So working for the county, if it's legal in your state,
absolutely,
you can't do that, boo.
Yeah, but if I say I'm not going to do it, go to somebody else who can do it. Don't prosecute me for that.
But this is why I agree. But this is why I disagree.
And that's why
hold on, wait a minute, hold on. This is why I disagree. If it's out of the church, then that's her job.
Yeah, that's her job.
And that's where church and state should be separated.
I agree.
I believe regardless of if you are a same gender loving individual or if you are a heterosexual individual that wants to get married, everybody should have the right to marry whomever they want to marry. Whatever religious beliefs others have, whatever they think gonna happen to you in your marriage or wherever you going when y'all die, that's on them. But if I go to the courthouse, let me take it a step further. Let me take it a step further. I have saw individuals that go to churches and they type and they attend these churches and they can't get married in these same churches, that the same people that type
take their money.
They can't do it. I've seen individuals, I've had several friends that passed away that went to churches from childhood on up, and they passed away, and the pastors wouldn't let them have their funeral services there.
Well, that's wrong. If you are getting their money,
all because they were gay.
But they knew they were gay, though.
But there are plenty of same-sex loving individuals that go to church.
Yes.
I understand.
And they pay tithes just like everybody else.
And they are active too.
Yeah.
But with that, I don't agree with. If you are receiving the money that they are tithing, because you have to say no to the money if you don't agree with their lifestyle.
Yes, you can give them their money
so
back.
then it's not forcing anything on them. Then if that's the case, don't take that person's money. Don't let them fellowship there. Don't let them join the church.
No, I agree with you.
Once a person joins a church, they should have the same rights as any other member of that church.
Okay, so let's do that
but
then. Once they
join
the church, and if a pastor doesn't agree with it, everybody goes through new membership training.
Yeah.
Supposedly. So if they know that they're gay, and if the minister comes and say, "Oh, I don't know about this couple," that's when we have a meeting and say, "Hey, we don't want you here."
But
let me know before I start investing my money.
Why not just leave if you know you're not if you know that's a policy? Just leave.
Some people love the Lord, I'm not saying you don't. I'm not saying you leave the Lord. Yeah, I'm not saying you leave.
Find another church.
Well, yeah,
It's hard,
There's-
Candice.
But it's
Everybody's
also you're not
like
going to
your
be able.
church.
But you're
Everybody's
not
not like your church.
I understand that, but you're not going to be able to always fight the system. There's going to be times that you go to a church, whether you're gay or not. There's churches that don't even accept you if you walk in with your shirt too high or your skirt too
And
high.
then-
No, they'll talk about you.
You know what I mean?
They're not gonna put
And
you
then
out.
it's easier to say
that.
You can have a hoochie's mama dress, and they still gonna marry you
That's the thing.
if you're heterosexual. This is a gay thing, you know, and so it's just
It's rough.
But you
it's
guys,
very rough.
but
I say go somewhere
ladies,
else.
you are saying that you can go through the membership, whatever initiation and everything. But
Not
once you go
initiation,
through the membership and they're telling you as a new member, that's where the suing comes in. So either way, you can't win. If you're gonna sue me because I told you don't come to my church because
No,
I
but
don't
if I'm a
believe
member of
in
your
your
That's
church,
true.
you
But
need to
we
bury
have to-
me
we
at
have-
that church if I'm gay or not.
But then if I tell
Absolutely.
you don't
Well,
come to
then
my
don't
church
you
because
find
I
it
don't
up
agree
front?
with your lifestyle, then
Isn't that
don't go
up
and
front?
sue me.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, that's true,
Kaya,
too.
I agree.
Okay.
That's very true. Well,
All right, then.
whoever you decide to love and whoever you want to bless your union, make sure you go somewhere that accepts you for who you are. Because let me tell you something. I'm a trans woman, and I have gotten the chance. I had the right to marry years ago before gay marriage was even came about, because I had my credentials in order. So I can't imagine people that didn't have it before that. And I had that right. So if you have that right, do what you got to do. Go where you are loved. Go where you are accepted. Go where people are going to bless your union. As a matter of fact, bless your own union. The both of you hold hands together and pray and bless and pray over your union.
Brandon met a girl on a dating app. He finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving.
She must be a keeper.
Sorry about that. No, I've been staying at my dad's place because of everything.
Where are we going?
Navigating these times can be tough, but while you care for your loved one, you also need to care for yourself. Go to aarp.org/caregiving for free mental health and self-help tips.
Welcome back to POV. It's now time for style check. You know, we got to get our looks together, get some advice, and we're going to give you our opinions on some looks. Take it away, Katrina Lee Jones.
Oh, I like when they say my whole name. Everybody say my whole name around here. What's up, everybody? We are going to talk about some spring looks to get you out of the rut. We know that you've been in the house for a very long time. I have too, and I'll be cute in the grocery store. But anyway, we're going to talk about our first one, abstract artistry. Yes, abstract artistry. Why? I be cute in the grocery store, Giselle.
I know.
You would.
I like spring. Spring is one of my favorite seasons because I love bright colors. They brighten my mood. Yeah, I wear things according to my mood, but this
So what do you think about the abstract
I
artistry,
hate
ladies?
it.
I like abstract artistry, but I don't like it in the skirt. It just doesn't, it's not flattering.
Yeah. And I always tell people, you know, we're just doing this to give you ideas. We don't like everything. So let's just put that out there now, that we don't like all the time the pictures that we see. That's why we want you to see the opinion.
You know, the odd thing is, me looking at this outfit, I actually like it. And it's actually a dress with a sweater.
With a jacket over it, yeah.
But you know, it's body types for me with some of the designs. Certain designers, they cut to a certain body type, and it looks good on them. So I can imagine someone that was curvy like myself or busty, you know, trying to pull this off. So I can appreciate it on this model, but on myself, no.
Well, I would
not
wear
for a fuller figure.
I would
It weird.
I would wear the dress because I like dresses, but I would not do the jacket with it, and I would most definitely change the shoes. So you have to think about that. So I would wear the dress, but I wouldn't wear all that
I
other
wouldn't
stuff.
wear the dress. But
All right, no fail French girl style. This one right here. What am I doing with her?
I like this is my favorite.
this
I
is-
like
yeah,
this.
this
This
is
is so
me.
me. I like the kind of, you know, downplayed chicness of it. It's effortless. I just walk out of my bed and I pick a shirt, I pick some jeans and the trench coat, and let's go. I love it. The boots
And the trench coat.
everything. I love it.
And the
I
model
agree.
is
I
gorgeous.
agree with Kaya. I always love that boyish,
It's
sexy
streetwear,
look.
baby.
Effortless. It's effortless
Yeah.
fashion, and that's what's really nice because it's not. You don't have to do all the fuss. You know, you have something in your closet right
Yes.
now that you
That
can
you can pull
achieve
out
this
and do
look.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, sometimes I like the fuss. But I
Yeah.
do like the
Sometimes.
scent. Sometimes I like the
Sometimes.
fuss, but this is a really good travel look. When
It's
you're
a good
traveling, because I
everyday
tell,
look.
well, yeah, it's good every day, but when you travel, you want to look nice as well. So this is something that you can look nice and chic, and people are going to be looking at you like, who is that? And you're like, that's me walking through, baby. Anyway, we're going to go to garden variety.
I don't know about this. But I love prints, but at the end of the day, it's just with me. It has to be a certain print. It has to be. I don't know. It has to be a certain
It's
print
not
that
cute,
draws me. No,
Kaya.
it's not.
She look like she going fishing.
No. She looked like she headed to the
So can we?
hospital.
Once
just
again,
too much.
once again,
a
I
lot.
appreciate certain looks on certain people.
They can carry it off.
They can put. Like,
Yeah.
I see some things. I'm like, oh my gosh,
You
that is
couldn't-
so
we couldn't do
cute.
it.
So what
But
you think
it
about this, Giselle? Like,
I think it looks cute on her.
On her.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it doesn't mean it's not nice. It is nice, but it's nice for her. Will it translate like that on myself? No.
Probably.
No.
You know what? It's fitting for the culture, though. So it does make sense.
no, she look like she going fishing, and this stubble cool need to go cool off a little bit more.
I mean, well, we wear
because it's
we wear gym clothes now. That's the in fashion
With
thing
shoes,
now.
heels.
And half us don't exercise.
and I don't like that either. I don't like that either.
That
no,
part.
really, I don't like that. I don't
Leave
like
the gym clothes for us who are into
In the gym.
exercising. Yes.
No, I don't like that either. I tell people and I tell friends and I tell clients that don't wear gym clothes outside. You need to be going to the gym for real, not running your errands.
No, that's not true.
We're not talking
No,
about
but that's not
No.
true because you can
probably
actually
gotta
be
visit
sporty
that.
chic without going to
You
the
can
gym.
wear sports
We
clothes
talked
with
about
heels.
Lorraine
Yeah.
Land and stuff. That's not no.
Gym clothes need to go in the gym.
No.
Stubble
No.
cool.
No, there is.
Yeah,
there
We
is-
probably have to revisit this.
Stubble
probably
cool,
have to
stubble
come back
cool.
at
Let's
another
go with
time
the
to
stubble
it.
cool.
Next picture.
I said stubble cool.
I like the turtleneck, and I love the bag, of course, because it's Bottega. I love the bag because it's Bottega.
You know what?
That's
I'm not gonna lie.
I like
This
this
is
look.
cute.
We went to
This is
remember
cute.
we went to the Bottega store.
This is cute.
I did not get my life in that Bottega
Oh,
store.
it gives me life, honey.
I did not
it
get
gives
my
me
life in
life.
that.
Yeah, you walk right out.
I was trying. I did. I did. We went into the Bottega Veneta store.
Try the
and
clutch,
I walked in, I
baby.
said, "I'm ready to go, y'all. Let's go."
Try the
Yeah.
clutch. This is my next purchase. I love
But
this.
it's really about the quality, but we're not talking about that. But this look I could do. I love
Oh, yeah.
I don't like the
necks.
shoes.
Oh, you
This
can.
look-
Oh, you can do this.
I can do that.
This
But
is
I would mix
completely
and match it a
Madison
different. I would
Avenue.
do a mix and match a different way because that's what we're supposed to give people visions of what they can wear it with. So I would do the shirt underneath, but I most definitely would do the sweater, the denim, and that trench coat. Yeah,
The shirt gives it layers.
It
and
does.
texture.
It does.
It adds
The
to
whole,
it.
the whole thing is great. This is giving me Madison Avenue all the way. It's chic. It's effortless. Once again, I love effortless clothing. You guys know I just throw it on. This looks amazing. This looks like a whole business owner. I'm just going to hold the own block.
This
It's
is giving
rich.
me go to Bottega and
Rich.
buy that bag, honey, because I love
I
that.
would like to have regular denim now. I don't want those mom jeans on.
No.
I love it.
I'm not doing the mom jeans,
love
but
it.
let's move on to City Sleek.
I kind of like this. I kind of
Love
like
this
this,
too.
but
Oh, I love those pants.
the pants,
I wouldn't wear those shoes,
I wouldn't wear those shoes.
but I do
I'll
like
do
that
the
look.
pants.
I think sometimes
I love
fashion
this
is
too.
environmental.
You know, I
It
was
is.
because if you notice what I love,
Yeah,
it's
it's-
all
it is.
north.
Yeah,
it
it's-
really is.
It just depends on where you
Yeah,
are in that
really.
moment. Because
Yeah.
like, if I was,
makes a
like you said, in
difference.
New York, if I was
I'm
in New York a
telling
lot,
you.
I would probably be wearing
A
sneakers
lot of
and
this
fitted
stuff.
caps and
Yes.
like, that's what I
Yeah.
would be doing.
The oversized clothing is
Yeah.
what goes in New York.
I
the
wear it
jeans.
wherever I am,
Absolutely.
baby.
Yeah.
You go to
Wherever I
California,
am.
you go to California,
Yeah,
they
it's
dress
very
totally
different.
different.
I know,
Very
but I
different.
bring
Very
California to
different.
Florida, baby. I
That's
bring
not
my
true. You know
environment
what?
wherever
That's
I go.
not true because when I move here from New York, if I try to dress like I do in New York, I stand out
Yeah.
way. Always overdressed.
Some people,
Always
Florida people
overdressed.
don't really are not really into
Always
style.
overdone.
They think they are, but they're really not.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
So
But
that's why
this type of stuff,
that.
like this is in LA and California, like
Yeah,
that's how they
they're
look.
very
New York,
bohemian.
bohemian.
No,
you
but
know,
with
that
me, I've
feel.
learned, like
Yes.
you said it right. Fashion is environmental.
It is
but because I
environmental.
love
It
fashion
is.
so much, I bring that environment wherever I am.
Oh,
And that's,
If
and
that
that's
day I'm
very strong,
feeling like
too.
I'm a Cali girl,
Yeah.
honey, we are
You
going
might look like a fool,
California.
though. You know, that's very strong. You might
Yeah.
go to California and look like a fool, a damn fool. But
Get
you
chic.
still gonna be Kaya. You still gonna be Kaya.
Get cheap.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to the. Oh my God, this is a mess. She's still gonna be Kaya.
I like,
there's
I like
another
the
layering.
Converse. That's all I like.
I
But
like
everything
this. This
else.
give me Butch Queen.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
I like that heavy coat that she has as well. So this is fun.
I like the Converse. That's all. I don't like
Yeah,
the
I
whole
like it.
ensemble.
The picture is fitting. Like she's running to get her flight, and she
She's
decided to
queen.
throw everything on because she
Together.
don't want it to be in the baggage weight.
But
But
her
depending
smile,
on where she's going,
her smile is
depending on where
beautiful
she's
underneath
going.
the mask. So we're gonna go. Well,
She's
yeah, we're just gonna
smizing.
move on that. So we're gonna go to electric. It's like I'm like, oh my God.
I like the
Cute.
shoe,
Love
honey.
the shoe.
Give me that shoe at any
The
given
whole
time. The
look.
whole
Miss
outfit
Thing.
is
And the
me.
And
I
the
love the
pants.
green pop collar. I love
like
the little
it.
clutch. I love
The
whatever
pants.
she's wearing. Give me that military shirt. Let's go. I
so
love
you
it.
like that because it's a little bit more simple. It's
No,
clean
I just love
lines.
it.
Yeah.
It's not even
very
about the
She
fashionable.
does, she's not doing a lot of layering like the other ladies
Yeah.
were
No.
doing.
Stylish.
I've never been a layering person, so
You
I
don't
can
really
definitely
like the
see you in
layers.
that shoe,
That's
Kaya.
stylish.
That shoe
oh,
is
that
very
shoe,
good.
baby.
That shoe is
It's
nice.
I love the
oh,
Would you wear that
pants.
shoe in Alaska?
Of course not.
really?
Environmental.
Environmental, darling.
I didn't say that. I just bring every environment.
But she said she bring the environment.
Yeah, but I just don't bring every environment to my fashion statement. It
So if
has
you-
to be a
So if you
certain
had somebody just brought you those shoes and you're like, I have to wear these shoes, and you're going to Iceland, you're going to still wear them?
No, baby.
You're gonna take it with
I know
you?
where to wear my fashion.
All right, then we're gonna move on to off-duty punk. These ladies are really going at it today.
Ooh.
I like this. I actually like this.
Yes.
Love this.
I like everything except those boots, but you don't know that I'm not a. Well, we already
Love
talked
this.
about it. I know I
I know
don't
the
like boots
boots
like
are
that.
cute.
Y'all like those
Love
boots.
it.
I don't like the boots.
This gives me. Go ahead.
This is taking me back to my Doc Martens. Definitely, definitely. Because in New York, we wear the Doc Martens with the baby doll dresses. So it's definitely giving me that vibe. I love it.
This is giving me. I'm going to Sewell Fashion Week and I'm just wearing this on the streets. I like it. I'm not so much into the boots. I'll probably find
Yeah,
a
I don't
different
do those.
boot, but
Yeah, I don't do
but
those
that outfit I will wear without the necklace. I don't like things that are spiky.
Oh,
I
yeah,
love
that
it.
choker would have to go as well. All righty, spring whites. Springtime.
I like
and
white, so you know, I think I'm gonna like this outfit. Oh yes, baby, give me that.
The bag.
The
It's
bag.
The bag
me.
for me.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Yeah, it's
definitely
the bag for
It's
me.
the bag.
And see-
Period.
See,
Ooh,
okay,
with
see, this is another
Pumas.
thing where I would admire this on someone else because this would look a fool on me.
Those are
Besides
two.
the bag.
Those are two bags.
That
though.
sweater would look stupid on me. Those pants would look stupid on me. The shoes I'm not buying because they look dirty, and I don't like
she
that.
probably paid for
and
them.
absolutely, they make
To
shoes
be
that like
dirty.
that they look dirty. But the bag, give it to me. Yeah.
All righty.
But the bag, you know, it's two bags, right? It's just not one bag.
Is
What
it
is-
la- it's
the yellow
layered.
and then
The yellow
the
and
aqua green one.
Yes.
Is it like a bag in one?
Yes.
Oh, all right. Well, anyway,
I see two straps.
get
two
out of the
straps.
rut.
I
We
need
need to
to
look.
Yeah.
We need to look that up.
We do, but we're going to move on. Get out of the rut, people. We just gave you some things that you can think about, and we will be right back.
Brandon met a girl on a dating app. He finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving.
She must be a keeper.
Sorry about that. No, I've been staying at my dad's place because of everything.
Where are we going?
Navigating these times can be tough, but while you care for your loved one, you also need to care for yourself. Go to aarp.org/caregiving for free mental health and self-help tips.
Welcome back, and it's time for Mind, Body, and Soul. Today we're talking about the silent killer. And if you don't know what the silent killer is, it's hypertension, high blood pressure. We need to talk about some ways that that people can, some natural remedies that people can do to help regulate their blood pressures. As we all know, high blood pressure is one of the #1 killers, especially in Black people, and it's hereditary. And a lot of times it's not what we eat or what we're doing. It's just in us. And I know before you were talking about when the slaves came over, when we were brought over. I want to hear a little bit more about that.
Yeah, we have people like, oh, why we're prone to certain things, and for high blood pressure, it's because we came over in the Middle Passage, of course, salt water, and most of the people that our ancestors that were able to survive were the ones that were able to retain more salt. So it's just in our blood, it's just in our system. And that's why one of the reasons we're more prone to high blood pressure.
Wow. I mean, it is really a silent killer because that's what killed my father. My father had high blood pressure. Thank God I did not, I did not inherit it. So I'm thankful for that. But I definitely know there are some people in my family who have high blood pressure. Well, my #1 thing I always tell people is exercise. Exercise will help you with. Trust me, when I say exercise, it's not, you don't have to go to the gym, you don't have to body lift, you don't have to, it's just sometimes taking a walk and it will change your life. You know what I mean? So for me, it's exercise. I am an avid exerciser, if there is a name, something like that. But I exercise a lot because I say, with high blood pressure, sometimes you might not have it. And especially with pregnancy, sometimes it just comes from nowhere. You're like, wait, I never had high blood pressure. What happened? So I watch what I eat, but I exercise. That's one of my biggest
One of your
things.
natural remedies? Oh, okay.
No, my natural remedies, I use a lot of herbs. I use some herbs, parsley. You can use parsley a lot. Ginger and garlic.
Oh, wow.
Those are my 3 to go to herbs. I always have those herbs in my house. I do ginger, I do garlic, and I do parsley.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't know about I think a lot of times with lifestyle choices as well. Smoking, drinking, that can induce that as well.
Yeah, because that especially smoking. Smoking definitely increases. I don't know. I think for me, my problem is vitamin D. So a lack of vitamin D will also send you into hypertension too. And hypertension can come on with age also.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not necessarily always what you eat. As your age change, you get to a certain point in your life where your body changes.
Yeah,
it does.
Absolutely.
Things go sideways and up and down.
Yeah, it sure does.
But I think for me, a healthy lifestyle for me is not so much what I eat, but what I do. And that is to de-stress, and that is to breathe, and that is not allowing outside to infect the inside. Because remember, cardiovascular disease comes inside out.
Yeah.
Right? So it's not the outside element that we have to worry about. It's what we take in. So exercise is perfect, but you also have to make sure you're in a mental state of mind where you can reduce your stress. So exercise, yoga, meditate, find hobbies, things that's going to raise your endorphins, which essentially is going to lower that blood pressure. So you have to have not just the mental, but
we need to change our eating habit as well.
Oh, absolutely.
So when people say, oh, natural remedies, listen, I'm with Kaya. I don't like to work out. But eating habits, and you add exercise to that, you lose some weight.
And drinking water.
Yes, that too.
And which Katrina does not like to do.
Oh, I don't. Drink some water. Drink more water.
I
just put me on Front Street.
I'm glad we're talking about this topic because I recently, when we were having lunch the other day, I felt my blood pressure rise after eating lunch. And it really scared me, being 33 years old, that frightened me to feel it because I could actually feel it. But I'm grateful that I could actually feel it because some people can't feel it.
Yeah, they just going about their day.
And that's why it's called the silent killer.
Yeah.
And that's why you have people that have strokes, they have heart attacks, that they have kidney failure.
Yep.
It's because they don't know that their body is going through it and they don't pay attention to it. And so one of the owners of our company, Miss Belonga, she actually gave me some tea. So I'm going to try that tea today. She gave me some ginseng tea.
oh, that's
And
good.
I'm going to try that. I was also told about apple cider vinegar, taking like a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar before you eat.
Not
Excessively, yes, because I heard that's not too good. But if you need to get it down quick, water if you need to get it down quick, exercise, just taking a run around the block, speeding up your heart rate will help
to bring
reduce,
it down.
reduce that force going against your vessels like that. So yeah, I'm really happy that she.
Yeah, that's good.
But
But
what's really
need to,
important? What's really important? Sorry, what's really important too is you got to eat breakfast.
Really?
You cannot get up and just rush out. Even if you have a banana, even if you got to get your system moving because it does affect your hypertension.
And potassium helps.
It absolutely.
That's right.
A lot of people
don't
you'd be
eat
surprised.
breakfast.
You'd be surprised how many people have potassium deficiency.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
a lot
they
of people
don't
don't eat
get
breakfast.
checked by their doctors. You got to get those blood tests. You got to ask for them. But you got to have something in your body.
Yeah.
Think about a car. You can't drive a car on fumes. If you do, what's going to
I
happen?
I have.
It's
Girl,
going
I
to
have.
break down.
Mine on fumes right
I'm
now.
on fumes.
Now, we're not listening to them.
I'm on fumes
No,
right
we're not
now.
listening to them.
And
waiting on
one
that
of the
stimulus to
easiest,
come.
one of
Do
the
not.
easiest
Don't
things
do
too
it.
is cut on sodium. You have to cut on your sodium intake because we, like you said, giving us a history back on how we got to really retain that sodium. You have to cut on sodium. Sodium is not good. If you put,
It's not.
especially
No, it's
table
not.
salt. Table salt. Stop looking.
Or
at
your
me.
food. So much food has
I don't really put salt.
She knows why I'm looking at her like that
much.
because I just saw her
We
put
know she didn't say that,
Yeah,
but that's okay. We're
she
not
just
gonna
dumped
put
a
her
whole
on.
bunch of salt on her lunch yesterday. I said, Kaya, stop
There was
it.
no salt in
That
it.
was salt. It was salt.
She's just telling all our business today. But however,
I don't tell all our business.
if high blood pressure is not treated, you can have liver damage, you can have brain damage, your eyes will go bad. And I was like, listen, I already have 4, and memory loss and things of that nature. So
your skin.
yeah, when people need to start learning the symptoms of what's going on
Pay
with them,
attention
and
to
you
your
have
body.
to know your body.
Pay attention to your
You
body.
have to know your body because
Yeah.
then you can make some adjustments
Yeah.
before you get on the pills. And then y'all know they put black people on the same medication.
Yeah.
I don't know the name of it, but
Is
they
it
put,
clonidine?
I don't know. They put,
Amlodipine is one of them.
they put us all on the same, and we're not one size fit all. So it just doesn't
Hydrochloride,
work.
yeah.
Yeah, they need to try different things. It
And
doesn't
those
work.
pills, you have to be careful because I know that there have been a lot of people that, those pills have affected. They have really
the side
had
effects.
a bad reaction to them. So you have to be careful. But with me, before I go to the doctor, I try everything natural. I think it's it's the African girl in me where we grew up with all these trees and
The land.
roots. And we believe in the land because we believe the land is going to heal you.
Same as Jamaica.
So
Absolutely.
so
Same as
before
believe
I
that
do,
too.
I do the oils. Katrina put me on essential oils. I do every other, small things like even guava leaves. A bowl guava leaves, you drink them with lemon and you add a little cinnamon because cinnamon also helps with high
Cinnamon
blood
is
I mean,
great.
pressure.
that's a lot of natural remedies.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I am a natural remedy girl before I run to the doctor.
And you know what? You were saying because you're from Africa, but I think for me, I really got into holistic approaches because there was a time when I didn't have health insurance.
Yeah, you have to
And
figure
I,
something out.
and I couldn't run to the
Yeah,
doctor and say,
survive.
give me a prescription for this. And when
Yeah.
I learned that I could go into health food stores and get remedies to help me out with different things, ailments, aches, pains, inflammation, headaches. There's something herbal for everything.
Everything.
So that was how I really got into it, not having health insurance.
But we
for
don't
a long
want
period.
to go to pharma for everything anyway because people have to understand one pill is going to give you a side effect for another. So
something
you're going to
else.
have to take this pill, then this pill may make your heart bad, and then you're going to have to take something for your heart, then you're going to have to take something for your liver,
Yeah.
then you're going to have to take something for your
It's a
kidney.
trickle-down
so
effect.
it just keep going and going
doesn't
and
stop.
going and going.
And just
Yeah.
because a doctor give you a diagnosis doesn't mean you have to believe it the first time. When my mom first moved here, we were told she had high blood pressure. They put her on the high blood pressure pills. But because I'm not a pill person, so when we gave her the pills, it looks like her blood pressure kept on going up. And I said, Mom, why don't we get off these pills and see how things are gonna be? Went off those pills and we never had a problem again.
And her body gets used to it.
That's
You
good.
start taking those pills, and if you suddenly stop, you're in trouble.
Of course.
So you definitely don't want to start on that.
Yes.
Yeah, don't even do it.
Well, we encourage you all to pay attention to your bodies. You only have one body. You only have one life to live. So make sure you keep it healthy. Next up, we have Girlfriend's Guide.
Brandon met a girl on a dating app. He finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving.
She must be a keeper.
Sorry about that. No, I've been staying at my dad's place because of everything.
Where are we going?
Navigating these times can be tough, but while you care for your loved one, you also need to care for yourself. Go to aarp.org/caregiving for free mental health and self-help tips.
Welcome back in this Girlfriend's Guide. Today we are talking about how to catch him or her or them cheating.
Oof.
Them, that sounds more like my situation. Not really, no, I'm just kidding. I just like that. Because it's inclusive, because there are some people that are in like three-way relationships and stuff.
But
so
then that's not cheating.
No, but girl, there are some people that are in three-way like it's three of them. Like it's three.
But the
And they all know, or
They're all together, like a couple, like a three-way couple.
That's not cheating.
That's not cheating.
That's
though.
not
No, but I'm saying they could cheat with a fourth person.
Oh, Lord. That's too much to keep.
That's a
Y'all
lot.
gotta come up with the time. Okay, but no, I don't know. You know, catching somebody cheating, I feel like you already you feel it. You know when something is off. You know when something is like just not right. You know, I feel like when somebody's cheating, the energy just changes.
Of course.
I've been in a relationship where I was with somebody and we were together all the time, like every day, just inseparable. And then the dynamic started to change, and then it's like, okay, you're hanging out with your friends, or we about to go here, and I'm not included, and that's when you start to get those feelings, and and eventually everything comes out in the wash. Everything comes out in the wash. Every time.
That's why I always say
single
what
time.
you do in the dark always comes out in the light.
Yeah.
I mean, like you say, I think it's intuition. I have learned over the years as I grow older to really listen to my intuition. Because whenever your intuition is telling you that something is not right, something is not right.
It ain't right.
You know what I mean? And I'm not the person where I will, wake up and start going through your phone. But for example, an older boyfriend, or I can't even call him a boyfriend, something I was playing with.
A situationship, an entanglement.
It was a situation. It wasn't an entanglement, because God, if I could read, that's the only history I could want to rewrite and take that off, erase it out of my life. But I knew he was cheating because first it was a feeling, and second, I'm not the one, because I don't have time to be going through people's phones. So I was just like, you know what? You know when you touch somebody's phone and all of a sudden they get rattled. They go to the bathroom, they start going to the bathroom with their phone, they go to take a shower with their phone. I said,
I do that.
That's not right.
no.
Yeah,
So I said, something is wrong. I said, okay, don't worry, I'll fix you. So, there was a party, and, they get to drink a little bit much than they were supposed to. And I said, okay, let me go through the same phone that you go to the bathroom with now. Oh, and yes, and I didn't go, because when we started dating, it was the honeymoon phase, the trusting phase, that we're getting engaged, that my family knows you, that this, that. Then all of a sudden, the phone starts going in the bathroom to take a shower. The phone goes with you everywhere. And when you just try to reach out for the phone, the
Have a heart attack.
the heart attack and the high blood pressure. And I found what I found. But the extreme, because I know one of the questions say, what was the craziest thing that you did? I was like, okay, since we are overcrowded in this relationship, let me invite my girlfriends to the party. So what did I do? I invited them to the party. Hey, because I was using his phone. Why don't you come over? Oh, I thought Kaya is there. Oh, no, she's not here tonight. Come on. and I went to go for number 2. Why don't you come over, Deborah? So Lori was from Haiti. She came over. Deborah was from Jamaica. She came over, and let's have a party.
Y'all just had a African
menage a trois. Yes. And now they're both in the house, and this is 3 o'clock in the morning, and I don't know them. What do you mean you don't know them? They're here from your invitation. So that was the craziest thing I ever did.
Girl,
that was good.
Let's all come introduce each other. So I know if I'm going to be the first wife, second wife, third wife. Let's get to know each other so we can do this.
Was he from Nigeria?
Haiti. No, he wasn't from Nigeria. He was from Haiti.
You know, I was kind of like in a situation like that. The same person that I was referring to earlier, how I caught him cheating, he lost his phone.
And you went in.
And no, he lost it. And so he wanted to go into his Facebook to check his Facebook. So he got my phone and he went on the internet.
He is so stupid.
He didn't go in the app part. He went on Facebook on the Safari.
And they don't log out.
And he forgot to log
Yeah,
he
it
is
doesn't
so
log out.
stupid.
And after he used it, he left to go to work. And so I was just in my phone. I just happened to click on the Safari, and boom, his Facebook popped up.
And you had a party.
Of course, I went straight to his inbox.
Messages.
He was not on his way home. I mean, on his way to work. He was on his way to meet up with somebody that I knew. That I knew.
Really?
Oh, yes.
It wasn't
Oh,
a
yes.
friend, though. Just somebody you knew.
Yeah, no, it was somebody that I was acquaintance with. Absolutely.
Well, let's flip it around now, because you got me thinking.
I take flip it. Let me see how you finna flip this.
Well, no.
I'm scared.
I take the phone everywhere I go. I take it to the bathroom when I go in the shower.
But that's a normal behavior for you. So that's
not
not
something
something
But I wonder if he's thinking something. Because we have each other's passwords.
Well, then
we
that's
have
different.
everything.
That's it.
Yeah, but I do take everything with me. I don't know. I haven't done anything. I mean, I've been cheated on, obviously. But I don't
Why you
think
say it like that?
Okay.
because I think at some point, not obviously like I deserve it, but I think at some point in your life you kind of go through, especially when you're young. You know what I mean? It's not,
Sometimes even when you're older,
That makes
honey.
me want to fight.
Oh, absolutely.
You
But
cheat on me.
I don't think I think if you feel it, that's it. Intuition, like you said.
Go on your feelings.
I think once you feel it and you're like, the pattern is changing.
Just tell me though.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
And I say that too.
I'm
Let
with
me
you.
know.
Yeah, it goes deep.
Let
Let
me
me tell you
know.
something.
Let me
It
know.
goes deep. Like even the statistics when it comes to
Yeah.
STDs and women and black women and married women. You know, it's,
Yes.
it's because
Yeah.
of men
It's cheating.
or women. Or men or women stepping out.
We both cheat.
Being dishonest and stepping out, on their partners and then coming back and having relations with them. And
That's
and
why
bringing them
when
back
I heard my
STDs.
party that night, when I had my party, I looked at him and I said, "You know, I'm an African girl, right?" And I was holding a bat. I didn't do anything with the bat, but I said, "I'm an African girl. AIDS is given to us on a platter.
Yeah.
If I get tested and I have an STD,
Me, I go kill you.
I'm gonna make your life a living hell.
Yeah.
Because I came all the way from Africa with no
Yes.
STD.
Yeah.
You're gonna give it to me here?
Yeah.
And the names
Very
they said
true.
were real names. I'm not even
Yeah.
changing the names for the girls. I said, you're gonna cheat on me
And
here?
if y'all need to see her, y'all got to get through us
Listen,
first, okay?
listen,
Deborah, and what's her name?
listen.
Lori.
Lori.
They know
There's
better.
no need to cheat. If you cheat, you have to sleep. You have to go to bed. And when you wake up tomorrow morning, you may wake up to your penis stick to your leg because you don't deserve to use it.
Yeah.
You don't, especially if you're in a committed relationship. Why cheat? If you're not happy with that person, leave. Go your yard.
Or be honest. Because you have to
Leave.
think, people that are in long-term relationships, sometimes the sex dwindles, but the
course.
love doesn't.
Yeah,
Right.
be
Of
and I'm with you on that.
You
like,
know
I
what?
haven't done anything.
I have a friend that
haven't done
his
anything.
wife, I have a guy friend, his wife went and got a hysterectomy. And she totally lost her sex drive.
They do.
Totally.
Yes.
And after a while, he had to have a conversation with her.
Yeah.
And she knows that he goes to do his thing because she's not
in the mood. She's never in the mood.
And because when you have a hysterectomy, if you have a full hysterectomy, you have no organs, so you have no orgasm.
Yeah.
That's
it's
why.
Just, you're just
That's why I didn't.
But he loves his wife.
Ooh, leave part
But
of
he
me,
loves his
honey.
orgasm too.
No, that ain't like
But
Because
that's
it's a
good
need.
though. But that's good though. And I'm with
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I haven't done anything crazy. I haven't been in that many relationships. Y'all know I tell you, I'm the dud at the table sometimes. But I think honesty is the key. If you don't want to be with me and I don't want to be with you, instead of cheating, just say,
Tell me.
honey,
we
I'm
done.
falling out of love.
I'm not liking the sex anymore. It's not doing what it used to do for me. You know, it's not making me go into that promised land. And that's a conversation that you need to have with the person that you're dating.
And I agree
Instead
with
of
you.
cheat, just
I
like,
agree with
just
you
tell me.
because a lot of the times maybe it's just something you need to spice up.
Yeah, do
Maybe
something.
you just need to
But
do
that's why
something
I told you
different.
guys that
But
if
you're
you-
not communicating, you're
I
never
won't
gonna
know.
know.
That's why I told you, if you want me to change and wear a blonde wig, let me wear a blonde, but don't go and get Becky with the blonde hair. Let me wear a blonde wig. If you want me to, the only thing I will not do is toast a salad.
Well, before you cheat, make sure you communicate with your lover. Maybe you can come to some type of compromise. But that's all for our show today, and I'm going to leave you with this quote from Dr. Maya Angelou. When people show you who they are, believe them. Until next time, see you later.
It's calling you.